Good morning. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, all that jazz. But I drove all the way to New York, Buffalo, New York, to pick this little guy up. Smart customer, actually has vehicle tires on their camper. It's a 19-foot camper we're picking up, and headed back to Pennsylvania with it. So I got the keys for it. Let's get it unlocked and do our checks, check our tires. There's a gas station next door if we need to top the tires off, and that's about it. Alright, we're hooked up. That's what I wanted to check. Got running lights. Got turn signals. Went around and made sure all their stuff was secure. Got lights. That's what I wanted. Pulled a little forward to get these out. Put some air in the tires. And good thing we got a small camper, because this storage facility is awful tight. I bet it was fun getting that passport right there in. All right, hold on. So I just saw the craziest, I wouldn't say it's the craziest thing I've ever seen, but so I'm on, what road is this? This is 63 South, and I'm somewhere in New York. Like 2-lane kind of back roads, like in the middle of, like, south of Buffalo, headed into Pennsylvania. So I'm driving down this road and I see a state trooper, like Suburban, parked on the side of the road with its lights on. So I start slowing down, thinking like there was an accident or something. But it was parked off to the right, like looking straight at the road. All he did was step out, like, to the side of the road in front of this tractor trailer that was just in front of me, waved his flag and told him to pull in, and they were like doing inspections just right on the side of the road, like in a gravel parking lot, and it didn't even look like it was their parking lot, like one of those way station pull-offs. It looked like it was just like at the county salt shed or something, and he just pulled that guy and started doing an inspection on him, I guess. Shoo! Take a look at that ride. We are, I don't know, we're still in New York, I think.
Then turn left.
Yeah. We're still in New York. We're almost back into Pennsylvania. We're gonna stop here, use the restroom, check the hub temps on this thing, and see what we're working with. Well, storage unit to storage unit. We are at delivery. He said, go around back. I'll meet you back there. So I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go this way, because that turn looks a little tight, even though this thing turns on a dime, especially with that extended hitch I have on it. Well, we ditched the trailer, but we're dirty. And we have a new customer tomorrow. Never hauled for them, just picked them up. They reached out, what was that, Thursday, about a load to Connecticut. So I always tell you guys, first impression is everything, so we're not going to show up with a dirty truck. So we're going to get this thing washed. May not be perfect, but it's better. For $6 to show up, spray it down with some there's a streak there, with some spray detailer. Keep a microfiber cloth on you. It ain't hard. I see these guys out on the road that never clean their trucks, and they'll literally wipe off around where their magnets are, but won't clean any of the truck. It took me 11 minutes and $6. That's it. To look presentable for a new customer to hopefully keep for a while. All right, so I'm hopping in here. I recorded this entire 5-minute clip earlier when I had stopped to do a load check, to check the hubs and check the tires and unlock the camper, make sure nothing was falling inside the camper. So I recorded this whole 5-minute part of me talking about this, and then I decided that instead of downloading it, I was going to hit delete. So I'm hopping in here real quick to explain something to you. So I had gone up to Buffalo, New York today, and you guys know I've been on the search for a truck, you know, single axle semi. Wasn't too picky as I couldn't find anything. Trucks were hard to find, and you know, some of the prices people wanted for trucks was just unreasonable, and I wasn't willing to pay that when, you know, with what I'm working with right now will do for the time. But you know, I need to make those steps in business, and I'm ready for that. So I've been looking on Truck Paper, Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, and came across a truck last night about 7 o'clock, and the truck was exactly what I've been looking for. Pre-emissions, pre-ELD, big enough sleeper. I didn't want a small sleeper where you know, like a coffin sleeper. I wanted something with kind of a high roof, because you guys know that I've slept in the back of a pickup truck trying to get a pair of pants on. It's like the little things, like even trying to get a pair of pants on, you know, in a Hotshot truck is, you know, is frustrating. So being able to stand up in a sleeper and put your pants on, put your boots on, and go to work it has to be an amazing feeling, because I've never had that, as I've always, you know, when I did sleep in a pickup, it was always in the back seat, and you don't have very much room, and that's why I went with single cabin and hotels. But anyways, so I was on Facebook Marketplace last night, and I came across a truck, and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I was like, man, I've never heard of this town, let me search it. And I searched it, and just happened to be about 8 miles from where I was gonna be today. So I was like, that's interesting. I said, let me message them, see if it's still available. It was an older couple in their 60s that owned the truck, and they used it to haul their camper. So the lady that had posted this stuff said, here's my husband's number, call him. I was like, I'm not gonna call tonight. It's, you know, 7:30 on a Sunday. That's, you know, I'll call tomorrow. So I called him at 8 o'clock this morning, said, hey, is the truck still available? He said, yep. I said, well, matter of fact, I'm about a half an hour away, and I'm 5.5, 6 hours away from home. Do you mind if I come look at it? And, you know, I can be there within a half an hour. And he said, nope, that's fine. He says, I'll be here. Here's my address. And when I got there, you know, sometimes you look at these pictures on Facebook, and you get there to whatever you're buying. Could be a car, could be machinery, could be, I'm leaning on my four-wheeler right now, it could be anything like that. You get there and it's rough compared to the pictures, you know. Took pictures of the good side, you know, cleaned it up a little bit, and it's rough. But this truck was actually better in person than it was in the photos. Didn't have very good photos of it. Everything was kind of like zoomed in, like I said, it was an older couple, and it is what it is. So I went and looked at the truck, and exactly what I wanted. Fired right up, and we struck a deal. So I gave the guy a $500 deposit, told him, you know, here's the deposit, don't sell it to anybody else, but I want to think on it. I don't want to make a decision, you know, just impulse buying. Let me think on it. You know, I'd rather waste $500, even though he said he'd give me my money back, but I, you know, wouldn't expect that. It's a deposit. They're supposed to be non-refundable. But said let me think on it, so I'm gonna sit on it and think on it tonight. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning and I couldn't fall asleep last night because this is all I was thinking about. I jumped right out of bed this morning knowing I was going to look at it, and here it is now, 7:45. I'm exhausted, as you can see. My eyes are all bloodshot. I'm ready for bed, but I was trying to edit this video and realized that I just deleted the 5-minute portion of me doing the same thing. So when it comes to like purchases like this in business, and now this isn't my biggest purchase money-wise, size-wise, yes it is, and it's a big step, and I'd lie if I said I wasn't nervous for the next step, but I've always been told, you know, without risk there is no reward, and sometimes you just have to, you know, take that next step like I did when I quit my, you know, I say cushy day job, but I had a guaranteed paycheck every week of, you know, I was making, I think when I left there, high 60s, low $70,000 a year, and it was a 7 to 5, you know, give or take some here or there, and I finally made that leap. So I feel like this may be the next leap for me in the company, and sleep on it tonight, and hopefully tomorrow morning I'm making plans to go get this truck picked up. So anyways, on to the rest of the video. Not much to show today because all we did was move a camper. Well, let's see what we did. $662 miles. Truck was running for 12 hours and 57 minutes, and we got 12.6 miles to the gallon. The whole time I was looking at that truck, I let my truck run, and yeah, completely forgot it was running and got back in it, and that AC was ice cold, so wasn't really complaining. But that being said, guys, hopefully there's a lot to come. We'll see what happens, and you know, we'll really go from there. Gonna sleep on our decision and call the guy at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.